Hey everyone, so I moved my desk around and that changes where my camera is, which changes kind of the viewpoint that you all get. So I'm sorry.
Lately I've been losing sleep, dreaming about the things that we could be.
So this week's topic is Nancy's topic, and it's a pretty serious topic, and a topic that I think is amazing because I'm really excited to see how everyone else answers it, because I think there are a lot of people out there who deal with this issue, and it's a tough issue. It's how do you deal with criticism? Specifically, she says, how do you handle criticism, good and bad, from coworkers, family, friends? Do you tend to stay quiet and listen or talk back? Do you have tips for people who can't really handle criticism? And if you've dealt with someone in your past that has given you criticism, how have you handled it? You guys have seen many videos from me having a rough time with people. I have had a lot of run-ins with people. People who don't necessarily like me, have something bad to say about me, and I have not always handled it the best way. I think if it's criticism from like a coworker or a boss or something like that, I tend to listen to it and stay quiet and then on my own reflect on how I can do it. But if it's criticism from a friend and someone that I consider to be close to and have a good relationship with, I get really upset. I get very guilty, very self-deprivating. I tend to make myself feel bad about myself because of that criticism. I think, why am I such a bad person? Why, blah, 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 blah. Like, I'm very down on myself, and I make myself feel bad or guilty or something to that extent. As time passes, I get over it or I figure out how to move on. But when it's a situation where there's someone who really just doesn't feel like they can move on from what I've done to them, it eats me up alive. It eats me up alive. Sometimes I just have to walk away from the situation and let it be what it is and not necessarily give up, but just let it rest and work itself out. I had a dealing with another YouTuber. It did not go well. It was something that I said that was not meant in the way that it was received, but it was definitely something that should not have been said looking back on it. And I apologized and I apologized and I apologized, and they just didn't seem to want to forgive me. And I felt really, really bad about myself and the type of person that I was. And finally, this is gonna sound weird, but I was watching an episode of Friends, I know, and it's the episode where Monica forgets to invite Rachel's mom to her baby shower, and Rachel's mom lets Monica have it and is just really, really mean to her, and Monica keeps apologizing and apologizing and apologizing, and she feels so bad about it, and it's making her feel bad about herself each time Rachel's mom makes a stab at her. And Phoebe finally looks at Monica and says, "Look, you've apologized, you've said what you can do, that's it." And after watching that episode, I was like, that's it. That's the best I can do. I've apologized. I've made my peace. If they don't want to accept my apology and they don't want to move forward, then that's the end of that. And it has been the end of that relationship. I haven't spoken to that person in probably 2 years, and we are not friends, and I've blocked her from a lot of stuff, and Lord knows that she's blocked me from stuff. So, that's the end of it. And yeah, it still hurts, the criticism and knowing that I did wrong. But, there's a quote from the Dalai Lama that says, "Don't let the behavior of others steal your peace." So, I'm going to let my bygones be bygones, and I'm going to take the peace that I have, and I'm going to move forward, and that's going to be the end of it. So it sucks that there's not that relationship anymore, but that's the world, and there are people in your life for a reason, a season, and a lifetime, and obviously that person was in my life for a reason or a season and not the lifetime, and that's the end of that. So it's hard to take criticism. It really, really is. Like I said, I tend to beat myself up about it. David's really great that he talks me down when stuff like that happens. I think maybe everyone should find somebody like that can talk them down, whether it be a friend or, I know before David, I had the girls here who would talk me down, and they were always like the first person I went to, and they're still the people that I go to when I have issues. Well, not the only people. I have other friends that I go to also, but, reach out to the people that you know who love you and who know you for who you are, and help them, or have them help you figure the situation out. If it's really criticism that you need to change something about yourself, they're going to be honest. They're going to tell you, and you can, have a come to Jesus moment and make the changes. And if it's just criticism to be mean and to be hateful, they're going to tell you that too. And they're going to let you walk away from it and have your peace and let that be the end of it. So I hope I explained that well. I can't wait to hear how everybody else handles criticism, and I hope everyone has a great day. Kelly, love you. Good luck on your surgery tomorrow. We'll be praying.